Hi Capricorn, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your mid-month Love Gypsy spread reading. So what we're going to do, we are going to use for your reading, as usual, the Witch's Tarot. We're also using the Romance Angels for your advice card at the end of the reading, and if I need any clarification, we're getting the Universal Weight. So, Universe Spirit, show me Capricorn. Show me Capricorn's love lives. I need to see the energies around Capricorn for the last 2 weeks in September 2017. Show me Capricorn. Show me Capricorn, Sun, and Rising signs. Capricorn, Sun, and Rising signs. Capricorn, Sun, and Rising signs. Whoopsie daisy. For the love lives between the 16th and the 30th of September. Show me Capricorn, Sun, and Rising signs. Capricorn, Sun, and Rising signs. Capricorn, Sun, and Rising signs for their love lives between now and the end of September 2017. Show me. Alright, so we're going to split the deck into 3. We're going to collect it back up. Now I'm doing the Gypsy Tarot slightly different this time. To the left, to the right, sorry, top row, you've got the distant past of your love life situation in this situation. In the centre, this is the energies around you. To the right, to the left, sorry, so this is the right, distant past. To the right, to the left, oh, can't get my words out, you've got the recent past of the situation. The second row shows to the right, you've got the present, you've got the general energy, the second general energy around you card here. And to the left, what you've got is, 1, 2, 3, 4, what you've got is the present situation. So we've got distant past, recent past, present, present, and then you've got the last layer as the 1, 2, 3, as the immediate future, what happens in the next 2 weeks, the overall energy around you guys here, third card, and the overall outcome here, okay? So just to reiterate, we've got Capricorn to the right, top layer, distant past, recent past, present situation, immediate future, overall outcome, and these are the overall energies that you guys are contending with in terms of love over the next 2 weeks between 16th and 30th, okay? Right, so you're dealing with deception here. You've got the Seven of Swords, Capricorn. So the situation is about a deceiver. It could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Usually Seven of Swords, I believe, is a Gemini card, but could be a deceptive individual you're dealing with. All right, so I think a deception's been put on hold with that Hanged Man. Okay, so the energies are about putting a deceptive situation on hold. All right, and letting go of a burden. All right, so you've got a deceptive energy showing here, but you're putting this on hold with the Hanged Man and letting go of a burden, okay, which is a good start, because for me, this is about you guys being in control. Those are lovely energies to show. It's good because some people allow deceptions to go on for far, far too long, and that's not great. So I think that you're putting a deceiver on hold, you're putting them on notice here, and you're letting go of a burden here with that Ten of Wands in the reverse. In the distant past, you've got the Seven of Wands in the reverse. So the Seven of Wands in the reverse means that you've let down your guard. All right, and I think that some of you guys in the distant past let down your guard with that Seven of Wands in the reverse, okay? But I think that you let down your guard, and it represented that you didn't have victory, okay? So letting down your guard to this person, you've got the Charioteer here. I don't think this is, I think this is a loss of control. So letting down your guard meant that you lost control of the situation here with that Chariot in the reverse, okay? You've got the Devil in the reverse, though, and this means to release. When it's in the reverse, let me just look at this card in the reverse. Right, we're going to read it as release, okay? Because these people in the upright are still trying to release the Devil, if you can see on that Witch's Tarot card. But in the reverse, it means to release some form of a burden, all right? And it's interesting that that should come up, because I think that you guys did let down your guard with the Seven of Wands in the reverse, and I think that this meant a lack of control for you guys as you tried to release a burden, okay? So I think in the distant past, you guys, Capricorn, you gave somebody a chance, you let down your guard, but I think that it, almost with this Chariot card being in the reverse, it means that you lost some form of control over the situation as you tried to release it with this shadow side stroke Devil card in the reverse. in the recent past, you guys have possibly with this Emperor, it could be an Aries individual or a very important person around you, but it could also be that you've been putting up some boundaries here. I think you've been putting up some boundaries, possibly against an earth sign individual, could be an immature energy as well, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or it could be that you've been creating some, or putting up boundaries. Could be that you've been kind of being very assertive with that Emperor energy in terms of being very responsible around this relationship, looking at it for what it is with that Page of Pentacles energy. And I think that with this Three of Pentacles in the reverse, it's about not being willing to kind of invest in the situation anymore. Because when you get the Three of Pentacles in the reverse, it often means that you're not recognising something. Three of Pentacles in the upright usually means when you're investing in a plan, you're working on some project. But in the reverse, for me, this means that a project fails or it doesn't even get off the ground. So I feel that you guys have been putting up some boundaries in terms of maybe how much you invest in this relationship, maybe with the Page of Pentacles. And this investment really is coming to nothing at the moment. You're not willing to invest maybe with that Page of Pentacles in this particular project at this time, in the recent past with an individual. I think that in the present situation, you guys have been doing a lot of hard work and focus with that Eight of Pentacles energy. But it's into a relationship, I feel, with the Six of Pentacles that was one-sided. So I think that you might have even been studying a relationship that was one-sided. And it might be, and this is the Four of Wands. And Four of Wands means a happy conclusion. All right, but you've got one-sided relationship here. So I feel that you guys might have, in the present situation, been studying maybe what you would consider to be a one-sided relationship with that Four of Wands energy. And I feel as a result of that, the Queen of Cups, you guys might have been feeling very emotionally depressed with this Queen of Cups in the reverse. It could be somebody around you, a water sign person, but this would be somebody who's very much a drama queen here. It might be that what you've been doing is, I think that what you've been doing is you've been studying a one-sided relationship with this Four of Wands showing here. And I think that it might be with this Two of Swords energy that either you guys are suppressing the feelings of the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups in the reverse is somebody who's very emotionally upset. When she's in the upright, she's very intelligent emotionally because she's able to get through her pain. There's a lot of healing, that type of thing. But I almost feel like your emotions are being blocked here with the Two of Swords in the present situation. Yeah, and you've got this Eight of Swords showing here. All right. It's almost like you're studying a one-sided relationship here because you've got the Eight of Pentacles, which means to study. Six of Pentacles in the reverse on this card is one-sided, and the Four of Pentacles is about relationships. So it might be in the present situation, you guys have been studying a one-sided relationship here. And I feel that emotionally, you guys have been feeling really down, quite depressed maybe with that Queen of Cups in the reverse. But I feel that you've been trying to block this out. You've been trying to kind of suppress the deep emotions that you've got around this because of the Eight of Swords. This is something that you are finding very difficult to release. All right. In the immediate future, it shows a wish not coming true. Nine of Cups in the reverse, or giving up on the idea of a wish maybe with that Nine of Cups. Maybe even coming to reality because the Nine of Cups can be the fantasy card as well. Let's have a look. I think it's almost like you're giving up on a fantasy or you're giving up on a wish here, Capricorn, and I think it's going to bring stability. It might be that you're giving up on a wish around another earth sign individual, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, or it could be that you're coming to reality in terms of the Knight of Pentacles. Coming to reality with this Nine of Cups brings more stability to you with this Knight of Pentacles energy. All right, that something cannot move forward with the Knight of Wands. It might be also that you're coming to reality over the slow progress in a relationship. Maybe somebody came in and out, because the Knight of Wands in the reverse shows somebody who's got a lack of motivation or enthusiasm to move forward. And this is also the card that says something is slow to progress with somebody who it lacks motivation. So it might be that you guys with this Nine of Cups in the reverse are actually coming to some form of reality here. Nine of Cups is a lovely card because it does represent dreams, hope, wishes being fulfilled. But it might also be that something is not going to be fulfilled here with the Nine of Cups energy, Capricorn, with somebody who was slow to move, who lacked motivation here, potentially. And that might be why you've got these energies here. That in the distant past, you guys surrendered. But this surrendering, in terms of whoever this person was, made that you lost control in terms of trying to fight off this energy, I feel, with the Devil individual. I think that in the recent past you've put some barriers up, you've been more responsible, but also with the Emperor card, I think that you've come to your senses, you've been using your common sense, but also you've been very assertive, very intuitive with this Emperor energy here, that investing in this situation might not yield any results with that Three of Pentacles reverse. I think that in the present situation, you have been studying the one-sidedness of this relationship, maybe with that Six of Pentacles reverse and the Four of Wands. And I think that it's made you very emotionally depressed for some of you guys, okay, with this Queen of Cups reverse. And I think that this is something with the Two of Swords, though, that you've been trying to suppress or block out because of the Eight of Swords energy. I think it makes you feel a sense of feeling trapped, a sense of feeling beholden to the situation. I do feel that this is something that you want to release. I think that there is either coming to the realisation that slow progress, that there has been slow progress, or somebody's been slow progressing towards you through a lack of motivation. It could either be a fellow earth sign or maybe an air sign, fire sign individual. It could also be that something is not going to be yielding results with that Nine of Cups in the reverse, because there is slowness with this Knight of Pentacles to actually move forward. Slowness and lack of motivation for somebody to actually move forward. So I think, Taurus, is somebody who lacks motivation to move forward with you here. The overall outcome is showing the King of Swords. So the King of Swords is often about emotionally detaching from a situation. It's also about speaking the truth. All right, you've got the Page of Swords in the reverse, and Page of Swords means a liar usually. It means gossip, for example, with this Page of Swords reverse. It means the truth isn't coming out. So it might be that a King of Swords is not telling you the truth, but he's usually a very truthful individual here. But this is a card that talks about a lack of truth, or there's some form of deceptiveness within the truth, for example. This shows release, but release with the Ten of Swords is on your terms. Okay, I think you guys are releasing something here. I think around a King of Swords, there is lack of honesty with this Page of Swords reverse, and you guys are going to be releasing this with the Ten of Swords in the reverse, because Ten of Swords in the reverse means that you release the pain yourself. Ten of Swords in the upright means pain and it means ruin, but it means that you're getting over this with the Ten of Swords in the reverse, which is why. And I think this person here, as it shows us swords, it could very well be an air sign individual that we're dealing with. All right. It might be around the present situation. What's going on is you guys with this Queen of Cups, this might be your energy, and you've been feeling slightly depressed with that Queen of Cups energy, slightly victimised as well. It might be that an air sign has blocked you out because they don't feel that they can move forward. They feel trapped. Because we've got getting a lot of sword energy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it might be the overall outcome is this King of Swords here communicates clearly, but I think it's a lie, because that Page of Swords in the reverse is not about talking the truth. It's not about speaking the truth. Page of Swords can mean many things. In the upright, it can mean delayed or bad communication, but it can also mean somebody speaks the truth. And in the reverse, this person's not speaking the truth. They're being very dishonest here. Could also mean some form of nasty communication here with an individual that makes you guys release something here with the Ten of Swords. Because the Ten of Swords means to release a situation here, to get over it. But you get over it through your own confidence. This is the thing. I want to see why this Seven of Swords, why the energies are around you, a Seven of Swords. Why the energies around Capricorn, the Seven of Swords. Why the energies around Capricorn, the Seven of Swords in 1 to 2 cards, show me. Well, it's about a relationship here. All right, so the Ten of Cups is all about love, fulfillment, completion in terms of emotions, but it's really about a relationship. But I think that this Seven of Swords is about maybe a relationship that is very confusing, because the Seven of Cups means confusion. All right, so I think this Seven of Swords is more about, there's a deception here, but there's a deception because in love it might be something that's very confusing for some of you guys, Capricorn, and there's been the need to put this on hold. I think somebody wasn't being very clear here within a relationship, because you've got this Ten of Cups relationship and there's a lack of clarity here. In the reverse, this means that you're starting to see the truth. In the upright, it means that there's a lack of clarity. So I feel that a deception has been put on hold as you try to release some form of a pressure here. And I think it's because somebody's not telling you. I think a relationship was very, very, I think it was very unclear for some of you guys. There was a lack of kind of consistency. All right. It might also be that maybe somebody was looking at other options, or they were looking for happiness elsewhere. because you've got the Ten of Cups for meaning happiness, emotional happiness, and you've got the Seven of Cups, which can mean that people have other options or they're looking elsewhere for stuff. So it could be that within a relationship, this person here, the Seven of Swords, which I think is the deceiver, it might be they're showing up because they were looking for happiness elsewhere with those cards, but it could also be that a relationship, there was a lot of confusion going on with this relationship here, and it might be that you guys have put things on hold because you need to release this energy with the Ten of Wands. I just want to see why we've got this Page of Swords in the reverse. What do you mean by the Page of Swords in the reverse as in the overall outcome? What do you mean by the Page of Swords in the overall outcome in 2 cards? Well, it shows a fight, conflict, confusion. Okay. So you're not overcoming some form of confusion here. Alright, because you've got the Six of Wands reverse, and Six of Wands reverse means stagnation, delays, or it can mean that something isn't being overcome here. Alright, I think that you're still in the eye of the storm. I think this is some form of nasty words with an individual in the overall outcome. I think it's an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, male or female, King of Swords. I think with this Page of Swords in the reverse, it could be, because when you get Page of Swords in the reverse, it's about arguments and nasty words being said. It might be that some of you guys have an argument with the King of Swords type, and that's why the Page of Swords is showing reverse, because it's showing conflicts here are not being overcome with this person. And I think that some of you guys might choose to release this energy with the Ten of Swords. You say it's over, maybe because there's conflicts with the King of Swords. Some of you guys are saying that something is over here. And that's because in the immediate future, a wish is not coming true. Alright? Which brings stagnation and lack of enthusiasm in a relationship. I would probably say that in the immediate future. Because the Knight of Pentacles often means slow progress. Really slow progress. It can almost be to the point of stagnation. The upright and the reverse are practically the same. With the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, it often means something comes to a standstill completely. But the Knight of Pentacles, trust me, can be the same sort of energy. It means that somebody's being very, very slow. So I think that a wish not being fulfilled here for some of you Capricorns is bringing stagnation and a lack of enthusiasm. And this might be around your energy, that you're feeling this stagnation and lack of, you think that you don't really want to try with the situation here for you guys. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. I want to see why we've got this Queen of Cups in the reverse. Why is the Queen of Cups in the reverse? Why is the Queen of Cups in the reverse in the present situation for Capricorn? Show me in 2 cards. Well, because of a King of Wands and 8 of Pentacles. The King of Wands is working too hard. Alright? The King of Wands is... It might be, you've got a man here, male or female, but you get the secondary card, the 8 of Pentacles, which shows that somebody's working on something here. Alright? Is working towards a commitment. That's interesting. King of Wands is working towards a commitment. Well, who's he working towards a commitment with? Can you give me some clarity who this man is working towards a commitment with? Who is this man working to, male or female, working towards a commitment with? Show me. With a page, might be with another earth sign. But Capricorn, you're Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But I can't see how you'd be feeling. The energies are the Queen of Cups, feeling depressed. Need to block out because of the 8 of Swords. Too much of a limiting situation. I think that this is saying that in the immediate future, you guys will be feeling depressed because you're needing to block this person out potentially because it's too much of a limiting situation here. And I'm getting here that something is not coming through with this 9 of Cups energy. And it brings stagnation and a lack of enthusiasm for it. But the depression is deriving from a King of Pentacles. It might be this person is just working, they're doing something over and over and over again within a commitment. It might be that they're actually being quite cautious here with this Page of Pentacles energy. So they're always at the start. They're always looking at the potential of the relationship, but they're not really doing anything about it. Because you've got this 8 of Pentacles here, which can mean that somebody's working towards something, but it can also mean somebody's going round in circles. It might be that there's a person going round in circles, maybe with the 8 of Pentacles about your commitment. Because of the Page of Pentacles, they're always showing some form of cautiousness about the situation here. Why is Capricorn studying the one-sidedness of this relationship? So why is Capricorn in the present doing the 8 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles in the reverse, and the 4 of Wands? Show me in 2 cards. Well, the Magician. Alright. So I feel that somebody's being underhanded here. You've got Magician and Seven of Swords. And when you get the Magician, it's about the start. Well, what are they starting? They're starting a deception. It's about the start of a deception. I think that you guys believe somebody's being deceptive around you, and you're studying the one-sidedness of this relationship because you reckon that this person maybe has started some form of a deception elsewhere with the Seven of Swords. And you've got that Knight of Wands showing up there, and this Knight of Wands often shows somebody who's a bit of a player type. Alright, somebody who's after a one-night stand. Okay, so it might be that you're studying this one-sidedness of the relationship because this person is starting a deception. Could be with a fire sign, Gemini, sorry, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, or it might be this person starting a deception by leaving maybe with this Knight of Wands energy. Alright, this person's being deceptive, whoever this person is, and I think that you guys are trying to work out, you're doing a lot of studying on this individual, on this situation, because there's the start of a deception with a Knight of Wands. Magicians usually represent to act. So it might be this person started a deception with somebody else. It might have been started a deception with a Knight of Wands, somebody who wanted a brief fling, because Knight of Wands represents a brief fling, or something that moves really fast in terms of a relationship here. Why did Capricorn surrender? Why is it in the distant past Capricorn has experienced the Seven of Wands, Chariot, and the shadow side, the Devil in the reverse, showing in 2 cards? Because of the Knight of Swords and the Eight of Wands. Well, the Knight of Swords is swift energy. It might be to do with messages. Some form of communication came to you guys here. The Knight of Swords often represents anger, but you can have angry communication as well, but you're surrendering here. So in the distant past, you guys have surrendered. Whatever it is that you've surrendered has mean that you've given up some form of control in terms of trying to release an energy here. So I do think that you guys kind of surrendered to something here. I think if you were trying to let go of something, you surrendered to it with those 3 cards. And I feel that that's because this Knight of Swords, somebody came in with some information for you. And I think it's that it's this King of Wands, King of Swords energy showing here. Okay, so I think somebody came back to you, or they came in with some form of information. They came in with a sense of urgency, because the Knight of Swords is an urgent card, urgent communication. I think that you surrendering brought maybe some form of chaos with that Chariot energy in terms of something that you were trying to release. And I think that you surrendered something that you were trying to release here because somebody came to you with some information. They were urgent with the communication. And it might have been, say, for example, a situation, Capricorn, where you said, you know, this is over, and this person said, no, I've got some information for you. This is why I haven't been seeing you. This is why I haven't been talking to you much. It's because this, and this. But in the recent past, I do feel with this Emperor energy, you have used your logic and your wisdom and your assertiveness, Capricorn, to put some boundaries around this situation. Because for you, I feel that investing in this situation in the recent past could bring very little rewards with that 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel that you guys in the present has been studying this relationship because you know that this person, whoever they are, has an intention to be deceptive in terms of the Knight of Wands energy. So you know that they've got the potential to be deceptive and run around, possibly even leave with that Knight of Wands energy. Which is why, in the present situation, you guys are feeling emotionally upset, distraught, victimised maybe, okay? And there's been the need maybe to block this person out by not communicating with them with the Eight of Swords energy showing there. Because this person, it might be the air sign, a fire sign individual, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, might be a fire sign individual, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. I think this person has been going round and round in circles with the Eight of Pentacles in terms of their commitment to you. Possibly because with that Page of Pentacles, they're either being very cautious or they're always looking at other opportunities. I feel the immediate future says that a wish isn't coming true, and I think this brings stagnation. I would probably read the Knight of Pentacles as you guys. I think that a wish isn't coming true in this situation for some of you Capricorns, and it leads you to a place of stagnation. But also the need to be responsible, and that responsibility might be saying to you guys that, you know, there's no point in trying to push this situation forward, okay? I think with this person, the overall outcome is I think that you're going to have some very strong words to say to this person. I think with the King of Swords, you guys are going to kind of, usually this is about the truth when it's in the reverse, when it's in the upright though. But I think that you can still get the truth with the Page of Swords in the reverse, because I think it just comes out in a very kind of different way, a very angry way. So it might be that you've got some very angry words to say to this King of Swords energy showing here, because this argument has not been resolved with that Six of Wands energy. Six of Wands is usually a resolution card as well. Any cards like Six of Wands, Six of Swords, any cards that show something moving forward shows some form of a resolution. So I feel that, you know, you guys will have something strong to say, maybe Capricorn, to this individual, because I think that some form of conflict here is not being resolved with this individual, and there'll be the need just to release it on your part with that Ten of Swords. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing for your reading, and that's why the energies around you guys are a deception, Seven of Swords. I think that you feel that somebody's being deceptive around you. They're acting like they want to commit to you, but they're just going round and round in circles. Okay, I think that they tried to kind of get you back on track before, and you surrendered your energies, but it ended up in a lot of chaos, and it also undid all the hard work that you'd put into kind of letting go from a situation here. I think you have been studying this, the one-sidedness of this relationship, because you're pretty sure that because you've put effort in and this person hasn't, that they're actually starting up a deception. It could be with a fire sign, or they're starting up some form of a deception in terms of travel with that Knight of Wands, or in terms of leaving. So you're studying why this person is doing what they're doing, because you've invested more, I feel, Capricorn, than this person has. And it would seem to me that you've been feeling, possibly for some of you guys, deeply upset with that Queen of Cups in the reverse, at having to block this person out and kind of go just no contact, maybe with that Eight of Swords energy. Because this person keeps doing the same thing over and over again, kind of saying that they want to work on the commitment and they don't, because they're possibly looking at other options. Something's not coming true here. And I feel that there's a realisation with this Knight of Pentacles that there's no point in pushing this situation further anymore. But I do feel that some of you guys in the overall outcome will express that to this King of Swords energy. But I think you'll express it in the most harsh of ways, because this is about harsh communication, really harsh communication when it's in the reverse, Capricorn, because this conflict hasn't been resolved, I feel, with the Six of Wands reverse. And for you guys, you're taking the control back and you're going to try and release this energy. Deception is being put on hold with you guys. It's been stopped with the Hanged Man because you need to release the burden. Let's get your advice card, Capricorn. Universe, Spirit, show me. What is the advice that you have for Capricorn? What is the advice that you have for Capricorn over this reading? Show me. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So don't be distracted by whatever, you know, if this resonates with you, Capricorns, don't be distracted by whatever this person is doing, okay? Don't feel that you can't trust. Because I think that somebody has deeply, deeply taken advantage of the situation. I think that you're one up on them though, because you can see that you're studying something here in terms of this relationship. You know what they're about with that Magician, Seven of Swords and Knight of Wands energy. Because this is player type energy. This person gets around, and with the Seven of Swords, they can be quite deceptive as well. And they have an intention to deceive with that Seven of Swords. Possibly even by leaving, by getting around, by saying, look, I'm going, and then they go off and do something else. And then you're emotionally bereft here because you need to block them out and go cold turkey with that Ace of Swords. Because this person keeps saying they're working on the commitment, but they're not. They're just going round and round in circles. Because they're always looking possibly at other opportunities here. But I feel if this resonates with you, Capricorn, it is safe for you guys to love. It is. Don't let anybody tell you that it's not. Alright? And it's telling you it's worth waiting. It's safe for you to love, and love is worth waiting for. It's saying open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all, because divine timing is at work in your love life. Sorry, I can't read upside down. So open your heart to love, divine timing. Everything will come in time for you, Capricorn. I think if you resonate with this and there's a person around you who always finds a reason to leave, or you know that they're kind of deceiving you and they're messing about with others, because that's what Knight of Wands does. He tends to like to mess about with several different people, and they'll have the intention to be deceptive. all right, player type energy with that Knight of Wands. If this, but they, you know, this person is pretending that they want to commit, but they keep just talking about it, but they're not actually doing anything about it, or they're going round and round in circles in terms of the commitment with you, because they're always looking at other options. I think if you recognise this type of person in this reading, Capricorn, don't let this person make you feel a lack of confidence in who you are as an individual, okay? Don't let them kind of, because I can get the impression that somebody could really lower your confidence here, Capricorn. And the reading is saying, don't let this person lower your confidence, because it is safe for you to love. And divine timing is at work in your love life. So love will come into for you in the right time and the right way. But it just is that maybe for some of you guys, you need to release a person to let that love in. All right, that's your reading for you, Capricorn. Your love reading for the last 2 weeks of September 2017. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe, and I'll speak to you guys really soon. Take care.